All right, we got another draft here, drafting my cube this time, which was recently updated with Tarkir Dragonstorm, as you can see with Sunset Strike Master. So pack isn't great. There's a Pest Infestation, a Chaos Defiler, Strip Mine. I think Strip Mine is not a great first pick anymore, but there are no great first picks here. I mean, there's a Zerda, Sunset Strike Master. Let's just run Chaos Defiler, I guess. I don't know. There's also Gristlebrand, but ooh, Bolt, Urza, Flame Slash, Urza. It's also Felia. There's also Urza. Once upon a time, Urza. Yeah, I'm taking Urza. Look, this isn't even an artifact. Urza plus Chaos Defiler. Money. There's also Passing Bolt, Metamorphosis, Flame Slash, Hierarch, Night's Whisper. Yeah, so the Strip Mine person can maybe take Ignoble or something like that. But I will take Urza. And I will follow it up with a Bauble of the man himself. No, I'm actually going to take Mishra's Bauble. It's a better Bauble, but I like both Baubles a lot. And after taking Urza, I'm happy to take a Bauble. I don't care. There's a Staff, a World Spine Worm, Treasure Cruise, but we bobbling. Bauble, Bauble, Bauble. Bauble is just really nice. It just does good things. And here there's Time Warp, Baleful Strix, Iteration. So I'm going to take one of Iteration and Baleful Strix, and I have this Chaos Defiler, so it touches both. I guess I'm leaning towards Strix because it's an artifact, which is nice for the artifact deck that I'm trying to draft. Iteration, the kind of key selling point on Iteration here is that it is a red, and this deck's more likely to want to play red than black. But if I want to play Chaos Defiler, maybe I'll just play both. So in that case, I would prefer to have Baleful Strix. It is close, though. It's close either way. Next up, what do we got? What do we got? Ooh, we got a control panel? That's not necessary. More than a control panel, I could use a Tolarian Academy. Well, we're not getting one of those right now, but wouldn't mind a little bit of fixing. Wouldn't mind. There's Crucible for that Strip Mine. There's Azuran Orb. There's Shieldred Edict if I just want to take a decent removal spell. I might just take Skydiver, though. I don't really like just random removal spells in my artifact decks. I'd rather just have all action. Julie, chill. You can't see the dog anymore with the new camera setup, but she's there, trust me. You can hear her just tearing into her bed. Julie, come here. All right, let's just take Thieving Skydiver. I don't know. It's a good card. Tends to be good against me. Nice little blue card. There's also Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, but I don't think I want that. And then here, we've got a Tundra, which I do like splashing white in these decks, but I already have all Grixis cards. There's also a Bayou, same kind of deal. There's green, Goldspan, Wrath. I might just take Blood Tithe. Grixis artifacts. Blood Tithe makes an artifact. There's also Crater Maker and Firebolt. I don't really like taking a black-red card all that much. Crater Maker is decent. I could also just take the Tundra because these decks often do want to splash white. Let's just spec on Tundra. I really don't want to do that. Ooh. Auriok Salvagers and Flamehold Grappler. I love Flamehold Grappler. It's a really cool addition to the cube. But I think I'm just going to take Manifold Key and just going to keep the artifact dream slightly more alive here. It takes a lot to get me to draft artifacts, but once you're in, you know. I'm going to take Spell Pierce over 2 black-white cards and a Zagoth Triumph and an Enduring Curiosity. I think Spell Pierce is just pretty much a premium piece of interaction. So get an 8th pick Spell Pierce is also just pretty nice. If I have to ditch Defiler or Baleful Strix or whatever, it's totally fine. I'm not that committed to much. I'm not even that committed to artifacts, of course. If I open stuff that pushes me in a different direction, like I could have taken Blood Tithe and just kind of gone like Grixis mid-range, but I feel like Blood Tithe, outside of Reanimator where you really get to make use of the blood token, it's pretty replaceable. Look, now I'll just take Mightstone and Weakstone. It's also Zerda, but we've already kind of passed on Zerda with 3 of these cards. Not that that Skydiver is that big of a deal, but I'll take this because it's good with Manifold Key, and the fact that no one at the table took Mightstone and Weakstone doesn't mean there's 0 artifact drafters because you could have seen it early, but it makes it less likely. Now there's a Nexus, a Talisman, a Night's Whisper. Wow, I could actually play all 6 of these cards. Blackcleave Cliffs is nice fixing, but so is Fiery Islet, and I really do like Fiery Islet in the artifact decks. Nexus, yeah, I'll just take Nexus. I'll just try to make Mishra's Workshop into a legit threat if I see it. Nexus with Chaos Defiler or Mightstone and Weakstone is all pretty good. Not a great Treasure Cruise deck. Shiko, Paragon of the Way. Not great at doing that either. I might just take Sunfall. I think Sunfall's awesome. Yeah, I'll take a Time Warp here. All right. At least I got some expensive cards. I was worried I wouldn't pick up enough expensive cards, but we got there. Jace, I think I'd rather just have Zeranorb. If I end up with balance, Zeranorb can be pretty sick. Oh, Wrath too? Okay. Well, the Tundra pick's kind of paying off because this looks like a really nice place for Wraths. And if I have to bail on the Grixis cards, I'm good with that. All right, pack 2. Any academies? No, but there is a Candelabra for when the academy becomes good. There's also Lorien Revealed, Expedition Map, Star. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Lorien Revealed because I think the card's awesome. I already have a Tundra to get anyway. We'll see. By the time this pack wheels, I'll know if I'm like in the market for Candelabra or Map or Star. Well, I'm already in the market for Star. And if none of those cards wheel, then we're probably in trouble. Oh, Tinker? All right, I have Mightstone Nexus. I have some trinkets. Sure, let's tinker. I'll take that over Scalding Tarn, Triumph, Teferi, Pyroglyph. Passing some good red the other direction. We didn't see much red. This is a good pack, too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Almost assuredly taken. Spellseeker's pretty likely. Yeah, probably not getting anything of note back, but, you know, it could happen. And then here there's Basalt Monolith, Lotus Petal, Occult Epiphany, Thopter Foundry, Force of Negation. Wow. This is tough. I really like Force of Negation. Is it crazy to take Force of Negation and then just... I probably won't wheel Basalt or Petal, but I think Force is so good. Maybe I'll get one of these crappier artifacts back, but I'm happy enough taking Force here. And this pack has... Oh, Tameo? I mean, I like Currency Converter, but Tameo is awesome. Really good with Tinker, too. Passing on Fire Ice, Malcolm, Currency Converter, Saheeli Ghost. There's a lot of artifacts in these packs. I kind of feel like artifacts is open. I'm going to move the Grixis cards to the sideboard for now. I have 0 Grixis fixing. I have 2 really good white cards, plus a Tundra and a Lorien Revealed. So looks like blue-white is way more on the table. Blue-white control with multiple Wraths and then like artifact sub-theme is nice. All right, I'll cut the Zeranorb for now too. That one a little bit less likely. And I would still snap off an Academy, obviously. I don't think I'm going to get Currency Converter back. That card doesn't wheel, but Battlesphere and Saheeli are both very much live. There's just a lot of the artifact kind of like trinkety fixin' cards that make the artifact decks tick getting passed around. So I feel like it could happen. Oh, Mishra's Workshop, money. Casts these 2 big artifacts and hopefully more later, passing on a fresh start, but this is definitely a workshop situation. Okay, 5th pick Workshop. That's not crazy. Workshop is not a card that gets just like snapped up all that quickly. Basalt Monolith would have been nice, but now, ooh, Mox Opal. Great. There's also Cannoneer and Sage of the Skies that I'm interested in, and Seachrome Coast. Let's see. 9. There's going to be 2 cards left. My guess is Mardu, Siegebreaker, Shifting Woodland, and Arwen are the last 3 cards, so I don't think I'm getting anything back. That's okay, though. Wow, now there's Triplicate Titan, Talisman, Spellbomb, Soul Guide. Yeah, Artifacts is just open. I don't want Triplicate Titan. I don't care about that one. I kind of think Talisman is looking good here because I can cast it off Workshop nicely. It's like another card that gets value from that, and it accelerates me. All right. It's a shame because I really like Spellbomb and Soul Guide both, but okay, so Chromatic Star and Candelabra, and there was like one other, Expedition Map. Well, we'll see how many of those are in the pack here. I wouldn't be surprised if all of them were. Maybe not the Star, that's the best one. Oh, this is pick 8. We have one more pick. Here I think I take Pentad Prism. I do like Subtlety, but I like it a lot less than Force of Negation, and it's not like I have millions of blue cards. Yeah, Pentad Prism is just good here. All right, well, Map went, but I'll just take Candelabra. There's also Everflowing Chalice, which is really good with Workshop. Oh, that is true. I'm not taking Council's Judgment here. I'm going to take an artifact. You know, Candelabra can be good with Workshop too. Candelabra is just such a stronger card. I'll shoot for the moon here. Never heard that before. I just really like the Candlestick. It's also really nice with Mightstone and Weakstone. It like filters that mana. I don't know. Just a cool card overall. Plus, Everflung Chalice. I have Talisman. I have Pentad Prism. More of that kind of effect. Lorien Revealed looking really good here in my Force of Negation deck. Oh, Teferi, Ragnar Charm, and Path came back, and Batterskull. Okay. I kind of just want to take Path. Having one really cheap interaction is not bad. I don't really need Teferi. This deck's going to have plenty of high-end. Ragnar Triumph is good, but I think Path is... I just didn't expect that to wheel, so it wasn't really on my radar. I think Path does more what I want. I could take Nettle Cyst, Mishra's Research Desk, or Thopter Foundry. So we're going into pack 3. I haven't seen Sword of the Meek, though. I don't care if I miss out on Nettle Cyst or Mishra's Research Desk. Now there's Saheeli and Fire Ice and Battle Ball and Ghost Vacuum. I guess it's just Battle Ball. It's good with Tinker. It's good with Workshop. I mean, Saheeli's also really nice. But I think any Battle Ball's good with Nexus. All right, Fresh Start is, I think, a pretty decent sideboard card. Oh, Cannoneer came back last? All right, that's an hint. All right, I kind of wish I had taken Saheeli over Battle Ball, but all those things wheeled. Any Academies? No, but I do like a Mox Diamond. There's also Jace, Reanimate, Fury, Blightsteel if I want that. I don't really. I'll take Mox Diamond, though. Another cheap, fast artifact, really good with Tinker. All right, not the Mox I was hoping for sure. I have 2 of the 3 fake Moxes. Now here, there's Tidebinder, Portal, Hullbreacher, Caracas, No More Lies. Oh, they passed Tinker, then 3 Artifact. Who's passing me that back? Vash? Interesting. And Caracas is really sick with Urza and Tameo. Hullbreacher, I don't think I'm going to end up with the stuff to make Hullbreacher work. I think I'm going to try to wheel Portal. It's the best Tinker target, but I already have a bunch of good Tinker targets. I just kind of think Caracas is the nuts. Let's just take Caracas. And there's so many other decks that get hosed by it, and I have 2 good Legends. Yeah. If Portal doesn't wheel, it doesn't wheel, but I'm the only one who will want it at the table. So, oh, now there's an Urza Saga. All right. No Tolarian Academies for me, apparently. That's fine. I'll take Urza Saga here. It looks obviously quite good. I also have plenty of playables, so taking Caracas and Saga fits really nicely. This Candelabra... Do some Candelabraing of Mishra's Workshop or Urza Saga. Make a token, Candelabra, make another token. What did I take over Basalt Mile, though? I took Force Negation. Yeah, I think that's good, though. At this point, maybe the Basalt would be better. I don't know. Fable, Brainstorm, Wooded Foothills, Remand, Miscalc. I guess I'll just take Remand. There's also a Meticulous Archive there that I wouldn't mind, but Remand is great. All right, any Sword of the Meeks? Any Swords of the Meek? Because now that I have Tinker, you can also assemble the combo with Tinker, which is really nice. So I would take Sword of the Meek over almost anything. Ooh, Mystic Confluence? All right. In for that. 5th pick Mystic Confluence is kind of nice. This is why I didn't take Teferi. I just knew I'd have enough gas. All right, I'm taking Triplicate Titan out for sure. Coveted Jewel? All right, I'll take that over Cogwork. All right, I think this Candelabra is going to go in for this workshop. I think that the Coveted Jewel put me over the top. I mean, right now, Thopter Foundry's not in. And Relic. I do love Relic of Sauron. I like Sicarian Infiltrator too, but Relic of Sauron, I think, is just really excellent. So right now, this is 14 lands plus Lorien is 15. Need to cut a couple cards. Cut the Thieving Skydiver. That part's fine. I could cut the Kappa Cannoneer or the Time Warp. I think I like Sunfall and Wrath, but it's also possible... That also could be a look at the decks on my team and see if how many of them are aggro. That could be a way to kind of get there. All right, no Sword of the Meek and, well, no Academy, but we already knew that. So what do I hate here? Imperial Seal's like kind of generically the best card, I guess. There's Witherbloom and Chain of Smog. Blightsteel, all right, I'll take Blightsteel. I don't know that I'm going to play it, but I like to have the option. See if Portal wheeled here. If Portal gets hated, it gets hated. If he dies, he dies. Oh, it did, but I actually think I want No More Lies more anyways. I don't know. I have a couple Wraths. I feel like it's not as necessary to take the Portal there. I guess Nexus Portal is also pretty nice, but I think Caracas is going to be awesome here, and I'm cutting good cards anyways. I think I might cut the Kappa Cannoneer. I've got all these wraths. How am I winning here? I guess, oh, Night Scythe is kind of interesting too with this workshop. I guess I don't have Academy, so it makes it a little bit less intriguing. Though this is such a good workshop deck. Wow. I have to make a couple cuts. I could also cut the Wrath and the Sunfall and just start them in the sideboard, but I don't know. Ooh, Meticulous Archive? That's a nice pickup. Late Lelia, but that's okay. I didn't pass almost any red game one, or round one, or pack one, I don't think. 2 red-green cards there. Yeah, I guess I probably cut Night Scythe. Yeah, I'll take a Intrepid Adversary and Rafine. All right, let's go build this thing. Okay, so I think I want to play like, if I play 15 actual lands and then I have a Lord Revealed, how does that sound? It's that or one more. I don't think it's less. Let's see. Let's add, well, I didn't mean to add 10 islands. How many planes do I need? If I have 3 planes, I'll have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white plus Mox, Pentide Prism. And then and then that leaves me with, I'll play 15 lands, I think. 1, 2, 3, 10 blue plus all those. Okay. This looks pretty good. Maybe I just cut the Time Warp. I don't have, like, Nexus is good with Time Warp and Coveted Jewel is good with Time Warp, but most of the cards I have aren't like that incredible with Time Warp. And I think the Wraths are going to be awesome here. I could cut Manifold Key. Maybe that's better. It's good at untapping Relic, Mightstone, Coveted Jewel, and making something unblockable. You can untap Candelabra, but this is not an untapped Candelabra kind of deck. I think the Candelabra is good enough with Workshop because I have some really expensive ones, and untapping Saga in like the mid game. Not the early Saga, but if you play a Saga on turn 3, you can double token on turn 4 with Candelabra. And it's a 1-mana artifact. I just like playing cheap artifacts in the like Mox Opal, Urza Saga, Urza deck. So I think this is what I'm going with here. I don't think I need any other colors. And I have Overlord of the Mistmords, Time Warp, Fresh Start, Skydiver. And I've got some black cards in the sideboard and a Night Scythe and a Triplicate Titan. Yeah. Solid. Obviously could have used an Academy, but pretty good otherwise. Whew. My teammate Joe, by the way, has Lotus, LED, Lotus Petal, whoop, Brain Freeze, Underworld Breach, Malevolent Rumble, Brainstorm, Preordain, Fire Ice, like iteration. This deck's incredible. This is like one of the best Breach decks I've ever seen with Volcanic, Taiga, Steam Vent, Scalding Tarn. This deck is gonna do some work. There's also a Chandra, and I said cut the Thassa's Oracle. You don't need that in game 1. You can just Brain Freeze them out. If they have Eldrazi, you can do otherwise. Also, even if they have Eldrazi, sometimes you can like Burst Lightning them out like 3 or 4 times. And wow, well, this deck looks, and a Lutri in the sideboard too. This deck looks like it's gonna 3-0. So let's see if I can pick up a couple myself. All right, time for round 1 against Daxers. Keep this hand. Uh-oh, Plains. Island, come on. Island is such a bad draw there. It's actually the worst draw in the entire deck because if it's a Plains, at least that gets me towards a Wrath. And if it's a spell, obviously that's good, but Island's tough. I mean, what do I want to draw here? Mightstone and Weakstone would probably be my best draw. All right. Talisman down. Oh, Tameo is not a bad draw. And if I'd drawn Tameo on turn 1, I would have gotten it a Prismatic Ending. So now at least we're potentially getting somewhere. We'll see. Red-white could easily have a way to kill the Tameo, of course. But also playing as red-white, no 1-drop, and spent turn 2 blowing up my Talisman, which is kind of nice for me because I had nothing to cast with it anyways. So definitely could be worse. Oh, Ancient Tomb. Yeah, it could be worse. All right. If this isn't followed up with a Bolt, then and Itamio gets to hit, I need to chill with these islands, though. This is outrageous. Outrageous how many islands I've drawn. Okay. Sure. Do they have a... No, my teammate has the Burst Lightning. So maybe Unholy Heat. I'm going to sack this clue because if I draw an artifact... Oh, they do have the Unholy Heat. It had to be that exactly. All right. Well, you know, sometimes things don't work out. I mean, I do have Wrath in my deck, so if I draw Wrath very quickly here, or a big artifact. Okay, Relic of Sauron is not the worst. I'm just gonna pass. I can spend 2, untap it. I mean, I can use Manifold Key and use Relic to draw a card, but I don't have any. All right, yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, it's not good, but then they're gonna draw a card off Glimmerlens. But I don't think I die, right? I take 4, 7, 11, like 14. All right. Daxter's had a sick draw here, as it turned out. It started slow, but all right, so let's tap this. Untap it. Draw. Okay. So I do the planes, but I don't have a Wrath. Mystic Confluence definitely doesn't do it. I don't think I have any outs here. Let's just untap. Draw. I can Might Stone a Weak Stone. All right, well, there's some action. So that did not work out, but hopefully the next game does. Force of Negation doesn't sound amazing. I think I might just play Fresh Start instead. I think that card will be pretty good. Overlord of the Mistmoors is also not a crazy thing to consider. But maybe over Spell Pierce. All right. And maybe I'll just cut 1 blue for 1 more white. All right, let's get in there. All right, game 2, I'm on the play. Okay, I'll run it. A little bit slow, but I guess I have turn 2, play Urza Saga, and maybe Fresh Start your 2-drop. Hopefully Daxter doesn't have a 1-drop here. And then turn 3, make a Saga. Okay. Make a Saga token and play a Kappa Cannoneer at some point. Okay, would be really nice if I got to use my mana on Fresh Start this turn. That's why I didn't play the Manifold Key. Seems not Glimmerlens. Jacked Rabbit, sure, that qualifies. Fresh Start, and let's see what I draw. Plains, okay, that's not so bad. I think I still play the island though, because I'm gonna want to make a Saga token and then make another Saga token and then play a Plains and have up Path. I can't really imagine a creature I would path here over making a Saga token. That seems implausible at best. Okay, score 1 for Fresh Start here. I mean, casting it as instant speed to kill their 2-drop seemed pretty good. Obviously, if they're going to go land Flicker Wisp my Jackrabbit, and it's going to be a disaster, but Ancient Tomb's a little scary. Revoker, okay. It's non-land, so can't name Urza Saga. Anyways, based on what they've seen, what do they name? Talisman? Relic of Sauron? I don't know. Urza, sure. I mean, I guess they know I have an Urza. That was the whole play, and it was off of Ancient Tomb, so probably have Unholy Heat for this first Saga token is my guess. All right, it's acceptable. Would have preferred they didn't have it, but, you know, what can you do? And there it goes. Make a Saga token. Mox Diamond, Candelabra, Mishra's Bauble, Mox Opal. I think I get Mox Opal, which is kind of awkward. land, manifold key. Now I have path up at least. And even if they kill the construct token, the Kappa Cannoneer can be cast. Mox Opal casts Kappa Cannoneer regardless of whether you have Metalcraft or not. I mean, I have a path up for Othari if that's the play, and then I get to slam Kappa Cannoneer and hit for 4 with my construct. I wouldn't mind that being the turn sequence. Revoker into Unholy Heat isn't like the strongest set of plays, though. It does stop this Pyrogoyf. No, that's a lot worse for me. A lot worse. Do I kill the Pyrogoyf? I don't think so. I can just cast Kappa Cannoneer next turn. I just feel like pathing the Pyrogoyf is not where I want to be. Oh my god, they're going to kill the Mox Opal or the key. Now I can't even cast Lorien Revealed. This is so bad. Oh, I guess I actually was supposed to get Meticulous Archive instead. Yeah, I'll path the Pyrogoyf now. Didn't really cost me much to wait on that. Oh, Reprieve. Okay. All right. That's unfortunate, but really not the end of the world. And if Daxter's has another play, that would be a lot worse. All right. Let's get Tundra then. Draw. Cannoneer. All right. This would be a decent time to draw one of my Wraths. If such a thing was possible. I mean, it actually worked out pretty nice that this didn't get remanded instead or reprieved. So right now there's enchantment, instant, sorcery, land. No creatures in the graveyard. I can technically block the Pyrogoyf here with Kappa Cannoneer. Mishra's Workshop would be a really nice draw here. So would... Mox Diamond actually would not be a good draw. Mishra's Bauble would be a fine draw. Guess it would only just be okay. Tinker would be acceptable. Well, Daxter's is tanking, so maybe this Kappa Cannoneer is not going to die? Could such a thing be possible? It's pretty hard to kill. Could have Swords to Plowshares and pay the cost here. Could have Othari. Kind of feel like Othari would have gotten slammed already. Flage. I see. That makes the Pyrogoyf big. All right. I guess I did get punished for not pathing it earlier, though. Then my Kappa Cannoneer would have been remanded, so I don't know. I'm going to take it and go to 4. I know that leaves me vulnerable to Flage, but I got to try to win this game. Oh, Urza. That was a draw. All right, so let's go Urza. Make a token. Tameo. Still have path up. Hit for 6 with my Kappa Cannoneer. And next turn, I can hit for 11 with the Cannoneer, 12 off Tameo. So all I need is Daxter's to tap the Ancient Tomb and me to still have Urza in play. And then we get there. What is this? Fiery Confluence, I'm just dead. Okay, that's cool. Yep, that'll do it. That will do it. Unfortunate. So it goes. All right, see if we get some redemption. Round 2, playing against like Sultai midrange. That tends to be a pretty good matchup. Oh, this is a really nice hand. How do we do this? I guess... Oh, this isn't actually too complicated, is it? Saga, Mox... Yeah, so Saga... Manifold Key... Mox... Discard Archive... Tameo... Oh, what a sick hand. Turn 2, I'm making a Saga token that's already going to be a 4/4. Oh, don't kill my Tameo, please. Oh, okay. Noble's still a pretty good turn 1 play as far as things go, but I mean, we are kind of cruising here. Send with Tameo, pass the turn. I'm going to have so many artifacts in play by the time this Urza hits. Okay. Kind of got to do something here. Leaving up counter magic. They have Mana Drain, which they don't currently have up. our busted breach Lotus deck beat this deck in round 1, which was nice. But I think I could Urza, but I think just making another token seems pretty great to me. Let's see what I get here with this Saga. Oh, it's going to be Mox Opal for sure, actually. Yeah. Because then I can go land and use Tamiyo. Not that I'm going to use Tamiyo this instant, but I will use it soon enough. This is my turn 2, or turn 3 rather. This is pretty good. I have 2 7/7s in play, a bunch of clues. I'm going to need something pretty good. They didn't even spend mana on turn 2. Yeah, there are some games where Mox Diamond just does the whole Mox thing, huh? End of turn, I'll probably shrink the constructs to draw a card. Seems like if these constructs live, then I'm going to win anyway, so no plays. All right. Crack a clue. Oh, Mystic Confluence. So if I draw a land, well, not any land, I guess. What do I want to do here? I could play Urza. If I get mana drained, then it doesn't matter, and I just win. So I guess it's not like I can leave up Mystic Confluence. I think it's worth playing Urza here. And then, because then I can play Nexus. And I can still get my Nexus trigger. And it doesn't even cause me to not have to attack with any of those things. Okay. Tamiyo's going to flip here. What is this? Occult Epiphany. Okay. I guess they can make a couple things. It's still going to have 3 10/10s to worry about. And I am going to flip Tamiyo here to discard Echo of Eons, Teferi, and Island. Block. Tap these 2. Draw a card, flip Tamiyo. Those die. +2. All right, pass the turn. Let's see how they get out of this. I think even like a Wrath wouldn't really do much. I mean, they have Echo in their graveyard, so if they go like land, Mox, Hull Breacher, Flashback, Echo, that could be a thing. Fracture Identity, the Urza. All right. I have 3 lethal tokens in play, so... Well, I guess they're not all lethal. Ooh, Pentad Prism. Interesting. And I assume I just win here, because I can go Prism for 2. Bounce. Bounce and win. And it would still be lethal. I could have also tried to like put Cannoneer into play in Manifold Key, but all right, well, my incredible nut draw, very good. Don't want Thieving Skydiver. Fresh Start actually might be decent. They have Shieldred in their deck. It's a pretty good way to get rid of that. I still think I like Spell Pierce and Wraths and all that stuff. At some point I might want to side in Blightsteel for this Tinker, but I don't think I want it now. Here maybe I'll just take out the Manifold Key. I think that's probably my weakest of those cards. Okay. Game 2 here. This just looks like a mulligan. That hand doesn't do anything. All right, I'll keep this. I think I actually put... Yeah, I'm going to put Island back. It's a... The way I figure, I have a lot more blue sources. Well, I have a decent amount more blue sources than white sources. And I even have Relic as a second blue. I think it's probably safer to put back Island than Plains. No green mana over there. If you kept a hand based on mana drain, this Tamiyo is going to make it look real bad. Because I just won't be playing anything. Okay. I drew a plains. Yep. Not really a big issue given how things are going, but it is kind of funny that I drew the plains instead of the island. Mono no plays. Pick your poison. Each opponent sacks creature with flying. I guess I'll crack this because if I drew Force of Negation, I would at least think about it. All right. Feels like they have Drain up. So I guess I'll just pass. I could play Mox and play Urza or Relic, but just not that interested in getting mana drained here. I don't know. I also have like Spell Pierce and Nomoralize in my deck. If I draw any of those, then I get an opportunity to play around the drain here. Okay. I'll do that end of turn. It's not actually end of turn. All right. Well, fresh start. Continuing to look pretty good. Any workshops? Oh, that's kind of interesting. Could play Urza. I think I'd rather just play Relic. I still have No More Lies up, and then I can Urza next turn. I didn't really feel like playing Mox Diamond made too much sense. I guess it's good against Pick Your Poison in a future game, not this game so much. And I was close to being able to Urza and Barrowglyph. Yeah, I guess I'll No More Lies it. So I guess they don't have mana drain because look at how they're tapping. Who knows? No, they play Land and Pass. That's really funny. All right. I mean, I could just play Battle Ball. I think I like playing Urza, though. I think I'll play it like this. I do risk... I did use a Pentad counter, but the reason I did that is I can actually use Pentad Prism now, because I can, or Relic of Sauron. Occult Epiphany for 2. Okay. Let's see what they got. Discarded Temple Garden and Once Upon a Time to make 2 flyers. All right. I guess that's fine. Take 2 here. What are they up to over there? Nothing? All right. Well, let's draw 2. So tap. Tap. Hold on. Tap and tap. I think I just discard Mox Diamond. It's not doing a lot for me. Oh, Kappa Cannoneer. All right. I guess I'm ready to get mana drained. Can't get mana leaked. Yeah, all right. And play the Opal. And I don't even really want to attack. I don't think it really helps much. All right, you got 7 colorless, I guess. Let's see what you got. Leyline Binding my Urza. And Time Twister. Okay. Turn off auto yields now that I have mana up. Time Twister into mostly lands. I don't like that very much. Also, they could have Leyline Binding the Fresh Start and Time Twister with Shieldred in play, and I would have taken 14 damage. That seems like a pretty big mistake, but who's to say? Caracas is pretty nice here, too. And just matchup in general, I think it's going to be pretty good. This game's not looking very good. Olvenwald Oddity, all right. Drain for 7 and a Twister is pretty good. Yeah, I'll block the oddity. I don't love it, but it can just flip next turn, so it's not... I don't think I'm getting the better end of things if I wait. And I take 4 less damage. What else you got? All right, nothing else. Well, all right. It's not so bad then. Oh, Force Negation's a kind of nice draw. Bobble. Bobble you. You took my Chromatic Star. 1, 2, 3. Loot. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can archive. I don't think I need to play the Caracas yet. Archive. Graveyard. And I don't think I want to play Candelabra because I would like to keep up Spell Pierce plus Force plus use Relic of Sauron. Okay, they're shuffling. Ooh, what is this? Occult Epiphany? Boom, Spell Pierce that thing right out of here. Okay, draw a card. Workshop, not ideal. Okay, hit me for 2, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they have 4 cards. I have a Force of Negation, can stop some amount of things, and I have this Relic of Sauron going. So I feel pretty good about that. True Name doesn't bother me. Because I'm just going to have to find a Wrath. Same with Tireless Tracker. I mean, I can't counter these things anyways. Okay. And no land? All right. Any Wraths? Wraths indeed. Oh, this is going to be good. And I guess I'll play Caracas now because I don't really need to get a Workshop into play. Yoink. Sunfall, make a 6/6. Thank you very much. Have a bunch. My counters, well, I have a good counter, which is Force Negation, and I have a pretty bad counter right now, which is No More Lies. But they don't have anything, and this Relic of Sauron is just going to kind of single-handedly defeat them. I don't have enough mana left to activate the Incubator token, but I will soon enough. And then, oh, Candelabra plus Urza Saga is going to happen. I can tell. Animate Incubator. And I think this is, we have them pretty dominated. It's kind of cool. Game 1, beat them with the like nut turn 1 Tameo Saga draw, and then game 2 kind of just went toe for toe with all their spells and worked out really nicely. The Shieldred play I think would have worked if they had killed the Fresh Start with Leyline Binding and then cast Time Twister. I mean, I guess I would have gone to 2 and then had Caracas and other, maybe other answers, but the fact that they can't play a creature or a non-creature because of Force of Negation feels like it's pretty unlikely to get out of this. Trading Ovenwald Oddity for a token, that's kind of interesting. For Extra Identity on the Candelabra? Okay. I guess that's fine. I guess that stops me from making a bunch of Saga tokens, but it doesn't really cause me to lose, so I feel like I don't mind, really. Discard a Mox Diamond now. Maybe I keep it to make my Saga token a little bigger. Oh, Tinker. Nice of you to show up. Tundra. Tinker away the Prism. Mana Drain the Tinker. Okay. Just don't think any of that matters. Like they're at 4 now, facing down 2 Saga tokens. And I've got a path for a creature and a No More Lies if something, well, No More Lies really is not going to counter anything. But there we go. 1-1 on the comeback road. All right, round 3. Playing in Sandy, normally you'd think Wrath is good, but Sandy's on the second Sandy deck. He draws 2 decks, mostly. Boros and blue-black combo, or like, you know, disc reanimator combo. And he's on the second one today, though I will keep this hand still. He's got Thoughtseize, he's got Force of Will, Psychic Frog, Archon of Cruelty, so Some good stuff. I've got a force here, though I won't be forcing this Thoughtseize, I guess. All right. Oh, concealing curtains. Sure. Okay, and coveted jewel. Let's just go meticulous archive. Ooh. Graveyard, Kappa Cannoneer, bauble, and I think I bauble now. No, I'm really not likely to need to cast force next turn, so I'm just going to wait on bauble. The reason to crack bauble now would be that I could draw a blue card for force of negation. I don't think it's like super likely I'm going to want to cast it right now. Well, I guess maybe I would have. Let's see what my top card is. Mere Battlesphere. So this is going to be a 4/5. He's going to get that. He's not going to get any more artifacts. All right. I think that's okay. I know he's going to get to curtains my Wrath here at some point, but I feel like that's fine. There's a Sunfall as well, but I've drawn my top 4 cards were Kappa Cannoneer, Coveted Jewel, Battle Ball, Sunfall. 6-drop, 6-drop, 7-drop, 5-drop. Honestly, this Concealing Curtains could be good. Oh, okay. Sure, I'll take 4. That's better than flipping curtains? Seems unlikely, but okay. All right. Just need to draw a land here to have a shot. If I don't draw a land, it's going to be pretty tough. Oof. Guess I'll play it. I mean, I guess he's going to flip. Oh, he's going to chain a Smog now? Huh. All right, so he's going to make infinite tokens. Well, I guess I'll force the chain of Smog now. Wait, hold on. I'm going to let him... Let's see, 9. I guess I'm dead next turn anyway. Sure, I'll let him discard another card here. Okay, now I'll force it pitching the Urza. So if I had forced the enemy dead, he would have made infinite tokens this turn and I still would have been dead. Now I could like technically... What could I draw? I don't even really think I have an out here. It's kind of funny. Go to 9. I mean, I guess if I have a blocker or something. All right. So blue-black combo. I like all the Wraths. It's good against the combo and all that. Don't Thieving Skydiver. Fresh Start. Fresh Start seems like it's actually kind of interesting. He's got Psychic Frog. I'll take the stupid Manifold Key out. All right. I think that's probably all I want to do. Well, let's get in there. We swept round 2, so we're up like 6-2 or something like that. No, 5-3. All right. Well, it'd be nice if I won this round. All right, I will keep this hand. I get to have No More Lies up and Fresh Start up. Really what I want to draw with this hand is a Mishra's Workshop would be pretty excellent. Or I guess other cheap artifacts. Sandy Mold to 6 here. I don't think I'm going to play Opal because if he Thoughtseizes me, there's just no chance he takes Opal here. So I don't think I need to play it. Ooh, Lorien Revealed. All right, well, that was at least a land. So now I get to No More Lies or Fresh Start, whatever his turn 2 play is. Now if he does nothing, I'll just go cycle this and get a Meticulous Archive. Very nice. Draw. Oh. Talisman actually would have been a reason to get an untapped land, but obviously, ooh, let's get this Mox out of here. Mox was incredible one game for me, and other than that, has not been exactly what I want. Next turn I can go Talisman and still have counter mana up. A land would still be pretty nice here. I'm going to play Talisman. And I'll pass the turn. No reason to play Opal, I don't think. All right, well, land would have been good. Sandy's not doing a whole lot. He's going to Thoughtseize me now on his 4th mana. No, he's just chilling. Okay. Any workshops? This match has really been something. I think I've just drawn the most expensive card in my deck every turn. I mean, I guess I drew a Wrath, and I drew a Lorien Reveal, which did cycle for a land, but this is really something here. Okay, I guess I'll play Mox so I don't have to discard. Incredible. Can I just find a workshop? If I find Mishra's Workshop, my hand becomes incredible. He's just going to play around No More Lies by just going land go 7 turns in a row. All right. I'm truly impressed by how many expensive cards I managed to draw. Okay, at least I can No More Lies that, I think. End of turn, I'm going to let that happen and then fresh start it before I have to discard. The No More Lies might also end up not working out quite as well. Like, I know this card might be dead, but I feel like getting to use Fresh Start here is pretty good, and I just feel like at some point No More Lies is going to be good. But we'll see, maybe not. I mean, Sandy has 7 mana now, but he's going to like multiple spell at some point. What's next? Kappa Cannoneer? Oh, okay. Tameo is actually pretty nice. I would still probably rather draw a land, given my hand costs 6, 5, 4, 7, 5, 6. It's really something. I mean, I do have a Caracas to protect this Tameo. Sandy goes to kill it. I'll then have to discard, and I guess I'll discard... I don't even know, honestly. Is this Urtai? Okay. If he Urtais Tameo, I kind of just want to let that happen. Oh, he's going to Urtai his own cat to draw a card. All right. Sure. I guess that is fine. But you could take No More Lies. The rest of my hand just costs 1,000,000 mana. Do I have anything left? I mean, I have Kappa Cannoneer, I guess. This is really funny, though. Mishra's Workshop would be an incredible draw. I assume I'm in a lot of trouble now. I guess if Tameo attacks, makes an artifact and the Opal's on, I could draw any land and I'd have 6 mana, and then I'd probably just play Nexus and hope Nexus gets me somewhere. Sandy can do things. I mean, I can cast Wrath of God, so there is that. That can do something. Bone Shards, discarding. Oh, Animate Dead on the cat. No attacks? Okay. Don't think that didn't seem to be on purpose. Let me see. Okay, Sandy did mean to attack, and had he attacked, I would have bounced Urtai, because I don't want to give him a card. So I'm just going to bounce Urtai there. Okay, land is nice. I couldn't get to 6 mana without attacking anyway, so I'm going to attack, make a clue. And then go land. I just get Nexus into play, even though I can't do anything with it right now. I think that's actually fine. If Sandy counters it, he counters it. If he dies, he dies. Well, if he's got a counter, he's got a counter. Not much I can do about that. Miscalc, all right. Pass the turn. It's going to get to attack with Enduring Curiosity and draw a card, and then have Urtai up, which is kind of the downside of bouncing Urtai, but if I don't bounce Urtai, he gets to just draw a card. It seems pretty bad to just let him draw a card. Then on my next turn, let's see what I do here. He gets his card. Workshop would still be a really good draw. Jace, all right. Caracas is not bad against Sandy. Not bad at all. Force of negation, all right. I mean, I do want to, well, hold on, I should actually attack first. Attack with Tamu. Make a token. What to do? I guess I'll play the Mightstone and Weakstone and get Urtide. Kind of assume that's what's going to happen. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Enemy Dead on the Enduring Curiosity is pretty good. What's also pretty good is just the brutal part is I'm gonna get flooded out after this. That's always how this works, but all right. Oh, path. Okay, let's just path the Enduring now. It does let him use Jace, and flip Jace even, but I think that's fine. He's just gonna draw 2 cards after that Enduring Curiosity if I don't. And he cuts the Tamu down in response. Oh wow, had cut down and let me attack. It's interesting. Okay, so he can Jace Thoughtseize me. My hand is large. You could also Force of Will this path, I guess. I'm gonna go get a swamp. And yeah, I mean, I've got 2 clues kind of banked on layaway there. You know what I'm going to enjoy this game? I'm going to enjoy when I draw Mitchell's Workshop after my artifacts all get like countered in some form or fashion. Spellseeker. Huh. What are we doing with that? I've already got Thoughtseize. Ponder. Sure. Jay's been a swamp. Ponder. Okay. Pondered and then Jaced Thoughtseize. Maybe he takes Mirror Battlesphere, Coveted Jewel, Force of Negation. He just snapped it off. Huh. Okay. Bobble myself, I guess. See what my top card is. It's Island. So I could go Coveted Jewel and then Wrath. I kind of like doing that. If it doesn't work, it's really bad for me, but it feels like I should go for it. Land. Wrath. Okay. I just wanted a play that would move me forward, and it did. See what he's got. Hardcast Archon. Persist. Chain of Smog. Okay. Discarding the Archon. But he also discarded Persist. So does he have like Shallow Grave or something? Alright, he's going to take his Coveted Jewel back. Yeah, that's fair. Chain of Smog doing the Lord's work over there. I go to 2 here. Yeah, not great. I guess that's why he took the Force of Negation, which makes sense. Jace ticks up. Psychic Frog. Okay, well I have Sunfall. I guess I better cast it, huh? Get the frog. All right, next turn. This incubator token is going to go steal that coveted jewel. Well, seems unlikely, but we'll have to see. Cycle Xander's Land, sure. So he can Jace Shallow Grave, but that only gets Spellseeker. So that doesn't kill me. Sandy has a lot of mana, a lot of cards. Not a lot of cards left in deck. He's kind of gone through all of it. Yeah, you got a Mox. You got a Dark Ritual, okay. What are we doing with all this mana? Oh, Carnage Interpreter. Discarding another land, probably. It's cracking some clues. Yeah, a Brain Freeze would be nice here. I mean, he's got so much mana. Carnage Interpreter, I have not seen Carnage Interpreter be quite this good for some time. It is just 3 mana, 5/5 draw 4. And passing now, so he must have found something. All right, well, I'll crack a clue. No, you got to use the Jace. Okay. Crack a clue here. Oh, we're just going to second main phase. Sedgemoor Witch. He could have made infinite tokens. Guess he thinks he's going to win regardless. I knew the workshop would show up. It's going to be another land, yeah. All right, let's crack this clue. Now, let's play this Battle Sphere and maybe it does something. I don't really think so, but yeah, my draws this particular game were comical. What is this? Oh, this is hard cast 4 so well. All right. Well, luckily, our team crushed, actually. Joe, ABL, good got to give him props for 3-0ing with that sick Brain Freeze Lotus deck. We take those. And yeah, this deck was fine. It wasn't perfect, but I think it was decent. Lost to Red-White and lost to Sandy, and I beat a Blue-Green deck. Well, I didn't get a lot of workshop plus big stuff draws. Those would have been nice. And that last game was really funny. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to provide more value in the draft portion by hitting good cards from the opponents so that my teammates can 3-0. I'm just making things up. I went 1-2, but I got carried. I take it. All right, that'll do it for today. Didn't get a lot of tinkers either. Hopefully tomorrow, better deck. We won the draft. We'll take it. And thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.